Good afternoon, Standard 10 students. Now I will be explaining from that part where I had stopped, but I'll take it from now someone is dying, said the little girl. This you are aware of, that when she seen the falling star, she said somebody is going to die. Now this statement was told by her grandmother. Her grandmother was very fond of her, loved her a lot. I think she was the only one whom the grandmother loved. So obviously the girl must have been missing her grandmother. So when she saw the star falling down, she said somebody is going to die. It was a kind of a belief. Okay. And we believe something different. We here believe if we see a shooting star or a falling star, then they tell us to make a wish. And that wish will come true. So, like you have to close your eyes and you wish for something and then it will be. They believe that it would be granted. But here the belief is different. Somebody is going to die. Whenever a star falls, a soul goes up to God. Means somebody is going to die and his soul, Atma, will be going to God. She struck another match on the wall. Once more there was light, and in the glow stood her old grandmother. Okay. So when she struck the fourth match, remember, this is what the grandmother had told her. So she must have been missing her grandmother. And so when she struck the fourth match, who appeared in the glow of the light? Her grandmother. Oh, so bright and shining and looking so gentle, kind and loving. Granny! Cried the little girl. She was so excited. She suddenly saw her grandmother. Okay. Oh, take me with you. I know you will disappear when the match is burnt out. You will vanish like the warm stove, the lovely roast goose, and the great glorious Christmas tree. So she had understood as long as the flames is burning, she will see whatever she has to see. But once the flames burnt off, then everything disappears. So she knew once the flames will go off, then my grandmother will vanish or disappear. So what did she do? Then she quickly struck all the rest of the matches she had in the pocket, the packet. Okay, so what did she do? She took a whole lot of them and started burning. For she did so want to keep her grandmother with her. So she knew as long as the flames were burning, her grandmother will remain with her. So she did not want the flames to go off. So she continued to burn those matchsticks. Now the matches flared up with such a blaze that it was brighter than broad daylight. Okay, so here they have compared the brightness at that particular time when her grandmother had appeared, and she kept on burning all the matches. So it gave out additional light, and that light was so bright, even brighter than the sunlight. When we say broad daylight, we're talking about the day, during the daytime, where the sun is shining. So it says because it was night time. So there was a lot of brightness around. Now remember, this is magic. This is something, a fantasy. Okay. So and never seemed so beautiful or so stately before. She took the little girl in her arms and flew with her high up, oh, so high, towards glory and joy. Now we are made to believe that heaven is on top, beyond the skies. So she flew up with her granddaughter, and she was going higher and higher into the heavens with joy and glory. Now they knew neither cold nor hunger nor fear, for they were both with God. Now, once a person dies, he is free from all other physical activities. Now, there was no need, the body is not going to feel cold. She's not going to feel cold, not neither she would feel hungry, and there is no need to be scared, feared, or from anyone. Because now they're going up to live with God. That means they are dead. The grandmother had died earlier, and because the girl was missing her grandmother, so that is the reason why when she lit the fourth matchstick, her grandmother had appeared. But in the cold dawn, in the corner formed by the two houses, sat the little girl with rosy cheeks and smiling lips, dead, frozen to death on the last evening of the old year. So, here, what had been observed on New Year's Day, early parts of the morning, people came and saw that a little girl was frozen to death. She was sitting down with her rosy cheeks and smiling lips. There was a smile on the girl's face when she died. And there were matches burnt right around. So everyone knew the fact that this little girl had died due to the freezing cold. The dawn of the new year rose. Dawn means the early parts of the morning. Okay, before the sun could come up. On the huddled figure of the girl, she was still holding the matches, and half a packet had been burnt. So while conversing or talking to the grandmother, she was busy lighting the match. During that time only, she died because we come to know that the grandmother took her by the hand and flew into heaven. So that means the girl died. That means half the matches were still left to be burnt. She was only able to burn half. She was evidently trying to warm herself, people said. So people who saw the dead child over there, they assumed that the child died because of the severe cold. But no one knew what beautiful vision she had seen. These people who said, oh, the girl died because of the cold, but they failed to understand the beautiful vision the girl had experienced or seen. She had seen, and in what a blaze of glory she had entered with her dear old grandmother into the heavenly joy and gladness of a new year. So, here, like people was feeling very sad that the girl died on New Year's Day and she died of the severe cold. But the girl with the smiling face had died because of the beautiful visions she had seen. And then she went along with her grandmother into heaven to celebrate New Year's with God. So, but the people didn't understand. It is just that They jumped into conclusion that the girl died of the cold, but we know as readers it is a very sad and touching story to know that a little child was deprived of living living a little more. She died because of the severe cold. She died because of her poverty. Perhaps she also died because of being very scared of her father. That is the reason why she didn't want to go home. And all her misery had come to an end after her death. And her grandmother had taken her up to heaven, where she would celebrate New Year's with her grandmother and God. So now, again, let me remind you tomorrow is your class test, 30th April at 7:30 p.m. The portion that you have to study is the Patriot. Questions will come from the Patriot. Okay. So now I shall end, and whatever remaining notes, additional notes, if I get through a reference book, I will be sending it to you whenever I get a chance. Okay. Thank you.